It's just like it's just like an electric car. You charge, so you come here and get charged. Time for whatever it is. So patience. It's not today you get and you want everything. So you have to go through the process of what should I say? So it's all symbolic. In the Hindu temple, it's all symbolic. So when you stand down here, you get the charge. You get the charge. You give you it together. So in our past life, for children you bathe, you clean up and then dress up and ready for prayer. You have to, sometimes you have to. This is one question. What is the earlier Hindu deity which we introduced you to this? This was Meenakshi. This is the earlier version. The ancient, you see, ancient Hindu practice. They believe in nature. It's Mother Mary, it's Mariamma. You know, so it's a lady stage. Yeah, that's it. As long as you believe in nature, because comes into the world with nothing. And then if you look at architecture, these are paintings. But the people giving us knowledge, thinking, and we use this to bring this up. So when you see any Indian gods, you know that one, Talarasi, in the looking at the kind of things, like I'm thinking, these are the ones that wipe all the negativity. So in case you want to see something good, you must remember there's all the negativity, so we must remove that. So that one is just like a gut, like sometimes say, some people say, hey, my friend, I don't know what's this. So people take away and say, so for that person, you see, so God is, to you, if you don't believe, what is the connection? So when you are connected, then you are focused. Then you open the third eye. You have two eyes, but you open up the third eye. This is where you get to a level. So you realize you get all this destination. The Mahabharata War was where science, artillery, fighting, how do they fight? What kind of technique, what kind of artillery they use? They use spears, just like a laser, there's a kind of result. Sorry,
interview.
Interview.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
Interview me,
Thanks for the observations.
Alright, see you. God bless you. Have a safe journey.
往左是吧？小车往左，哎好，小车再往左。
还要再往左。
好，可以了，一样的，在那站着。
修复是在。
右手。
往他的右手。
右手换。
扶着他肩膀靠着，扶着肩膀靠着。
就不算3公庙的话，至少有3两个寺庙。那么它是怎么去看待这3个宗教之间的分别？
太巧了。
This question, she will ask you. This question is.
再往后倒。
往花右，再往花右。
Okay. You can also touch on the architecture because it's following the colonization Dutch. Second question will be.
不是你听我说完，我刚才讲，你别再瞎指挥了，我们一样办的，你别瞎碰我，跟我一样。
Second.
您站在
Second question.
您站在我们导演前头，完了之后呢，我们说话的时候不要动手，手不要动，因为手动就发生了。
位置键也不要动。
Okay. What are the prayers over here? The daily prayers is for what time?
What should I say about the history of a temple because this temple belongs to the Chiti community.
Yes.
And then forefathers will come down here to
We will start with the first question, the history. And the second question will be like variety over here.
Alright.
And the third question will be the general, the normal prayer over here. And then what are the big events that you have, like the Nasi Makan and so on.
Alright.
Okay. And then the last question will be, okay, what is your opinion and how you look at, there are three major religious,
how do I feel about the
yes,
streets of Hamburg?
yes, history of harmony.
Okay.
Okay, one by one.
Yeah.
可以开始。
可以了，好，开
Should I
始。
introduce myself first or?
Yes.
我先请他介绍一下。
Okay. Ready?
Okay, action.
Okay. My name is Mr. Sundram Palani Padiachi. I am from the Melaka Chiti community. I am one of the AJK in Ali Jatan Khosa, or one of the holy members who is in charge of.
Sorry, 不好意思，跟他说就尽量视线一直看着你。
You look at me.
Committee. I use
English.
all in English, huh? Because alright.
然后从头开始一下。重新开始一下。
好，可以了。
Introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Sundram Palani Padiachi. I am one of the committee members of the Sri Poyyatha Vinayagar Moorthi Temple, kaum Chiti Melaka, or the Melaka Chiti community of Melaka. And I hold the portfolio of culture preservation and promotion. And my duty is to preserve the Melaka Chiti culture and its heritage, and also to promote it so people can understand who is these communities all about. We are now in this temple of the Sri Poyyatha Vinayagar Moorthi Temple, which is the first temple, I should say, in Malaysia. And this is one of the oldest temples, which was built in 1781 during the Dutch period. During the Dutch period, this land was given by the Dutch to Mr. Vinayagar Chiti. He is one of our well-known, famous Chiti merchants during that time, and he represents the Melaka Chiti. And this is the place where he built this temple. If you look around this temple, you can see the temple are still the old design, the Dutch design, like the pillars, you have round pillars. You can see the pillars is slightly thinner at the top, and the base is slightly bigger. And that's a round pillar. And we still have this square pillar, and these are at that time of the architecture. If you look at the dome of this temple, they are also designed in the Dutch architecture. And we still have the floor mosaic, or the tiles are still maintained in those days. If you look at this temple, the deities down here, the main deities is the Sri Poyyatha Vinayagar Moorthi Temple. That is Lord Ganesha, the elephant face God.
然后您先翻译一下这个。
Is it?
对，您先大概翻译一下这个，他刚才讲了些什么？因为我们要收录进去，
有录音是吧？
那就
一会儿一起翻译。我们待会
因为
儿
他这一段大意是说的是，
他的名字叫
不好意思，先等一下啊，把那个小蜜蜂让这个老师带来。
没关系，那个你先给他讲完，我已经录音了，待会我就
一会儿一起说。
一会儿就是第一个问题，他的回答是完了吗？完了，那
第二个问题，
我们就可以第二个问题，对。
The second question will be the
Deity. Actually, I'm coming to deity.
第二个问题。
So I've talked about the historical history, the community of Chiti Melaka. But I didn't mention the Chiti community. How does they estimate? Should I? It's okay.
That is already second
The main focus is only the temple lah. Okay.
第二个问题。
Ready?
第二个问题就是您的日常活动，第三就是活动，您日常知识活动都有哪些呢？
Okay, the diary already touched just now. So now it comes to the regular prayers.
But I should introduce all the deity, right?
Yes. You go to the deity first, then you go straight to the
Okay.
daily prayer.
Ready?
Kaum?
This temple is specially dedicated to Sri Poyyatha Vinayagar Moorthi temple. Moorthi. It's the elephant god temple, and being the obstacle remover, the ones that remove all obstacles. And our forefathers during the Dutch time, they built up this temple under its name, Sri Poyyatha Vinayagar Moorthi Temple, which is in short is SPVMT. And the deity, the daily prayers here is start off from early morning, with the ringing of the bells, and then that's the awakening to tell you that the temple is going to pray, and then the priest will do the daily bathing and abhishek, and then after that it's open to the public. Whoever wants to come and pray, they can bring flowers, they can bring fruits, whatever of the wish, and they'll offer prayers to Lord Vinayagar. At the same time, if you see on the right wing of the temple, there's Lord Shiva, there's the Linga, and we are all Saiva faith. Saiva faith means we pray to Shiva, Parvati, and it's the deity called Ganesha, and also Murga. These are family. They form like a family god. So everybody will come down here in the morning and do the prayers, and then they will have prasad. Prasad is food. After the prayers, we will offer some food, or they can just cut the fruits, whatever they brought down there, and they can share wherever is down there. And same goes in the afternoon, in the evening. They will have their evening prayers, and it's open to public and open to anyone who comes and do the prayers. The same procedures, you can bring flowers, fruits, and you offer your prayers. Now, there are also other festivals that have been celebrated in this temple. One of the main attractions of this temple is the Vinayagar Chaturthi, because being Vinayagar is the elephant god, so his birthday is somewhere in August to September. We have a grand festival down here, and everybody will come here and pray, give their blessings, to get the blessings from Lord Vinayagar. And there are also some chariots, like the Masi Magam, during the month of the Masi. There's somewhere in the month of the, I don't know, month in English, cut. The Masi Magam is somewhere in March, right? February, March lah.
February, the 15 days, the 15th day of Chinese New Year.
Yes, how to okay, shall we continue? Okay, this temple also celebrate during the Masi Magam. That means during the Chinese New Year festival, the first 15 days, it's either before Chop Gomi or after Chop Gomi, just a few days difference. Okay, we'll have the Chettiars. The Chettiars who are, actually this temple belongs, the property of this temple belongs to the Melaka Chetti community, but we also share with the Chettiars, okay, who manages this temple. There's an understanding between both of us, because they have no temples of their own. So because they have so many temples, and we allow them to manage this temple. So during the Masi Magam, there will be chariot. Murga will move up from here and goes to Chain, and it's a very grand festival because all the Chinese and Hindus and Indians, they will just pay homage when the chariot goes to Chain temple, that is the Murga temple there, and when they come back, it's coincide with the Chapome, where the Chinese will offer flowers, coconuts, and also put exactly like the Hindus, how they pray, they put the kutubulika, the lights, and then they offer fruits, food. And you can see it's a grand festival of unity and diversity. And also there's one big prayer which is from the Kampung Chiti, that is the Chiti village, which is about 10 kilometers away from here. And we have a grand festival called Sri Muttu Mariamman Tiruvizha. This takes place in end of February, beginning of May. Somewhere falls around the Vesak celebration. And again, this is a very grand festival where all the devotees, they are not Hindus, they are just mere devotees of this Sri Muttu Mariamman. The Chinese devotees will participate, I think almost 80 to 90%. They will come with full force and they wore all yellow, and they will assemble at this temple, and they will take kavis, they will take pachombus. Pachombus are pot with boat. They will carry, and they are very so colorful. Yeah, this is a Hindu occasion, but it's been celebrated by Indian and Chinese. So this is one of the specialties of this temple. So, and during that month of these prayers of the Sri Muttu Mariamman temple, the 10 days festival, most Chinese will go down there and they'll be vegetarians. And you can see as the days goes by, during the last 3 days, that is the Agni Kapre, you see all these Chinese, they will get into this kind of trance, this kind of energy, because the energy that they've been fasting, they've been going on vegetarian food, they're full of this energy just in them, and they'll just go on trance, they will just go out of their mind and their soul all get into one, and they're so devoted with passions to pray to Lord Mariamman. And then they will march here on Sunday during the festival of this Sri Muttu Mariamman temple, and everybody will go to a great festival down here. You can see all the Chinese here, they will march from here, and then all the, as they walk around the street, streets of harmony, you can see Chinese devotee put this pot, pail of water with turmeric, and they will start pouring everyone who passes by. And this is something we in Melaka, as I should say, is one of our so special that even the Chinese, the Hindus, they play a very important part in believing other deities in respect. So that's the temple of Sri Poyyatha Vinayagar Moorthi temple.
Okay. The last question.
Last question.
The last question.
第三个问题就是现在修复的是什么？
Okay. She wants to ask about the renovation of this building.
Okay.
So, what are the renovation like? What did you change? You change anything? Or just painting?
Okay. So, fortunately, when you come and have this video shooting, this temple has gone to a slight renovation works being done, because there's some devotees who has, put in some efforts in monetary to get this building repainted and give a facelift. There's no major alteration whatsoever. We still maintain, because this is the one of the heritage of Malaysia, and we cannot simply just tear this down and open up. We are trying to put its original, back to its original of how this temple will look. We also trying to get attention from this our museum antiquity, from Warisan in KL, who is in charge of old buildings. Anything is 100 years old, they must be preserved, and we are trying to get them to do some renovation on the roofing, because if you see the roofs are made of asbestos, because last time they had this small, we call it denting pipit, it is earthen blended curve, and today you can see, but we want to restore this back, but there again, it's all cost, and this is where if anybody, who has got some intention or want to do something, they can always approach to the management of the SPVMT, public kaum Melaka, you may do so.
好，最后一个问题就是说，这条街上有足够代表3个种族的3大宗教，它是如何相处，如何看待这样？
How you feel? There are three bases of religious worship over here. It's the
Okay.
Chinese, the Indian,
Yeah.
and the Malay bases of worship. So
This is east.
how you feel?
This is where?
No.
Down the road.
Down the road, down the
Along the
Right.
road.
Yes,
Harmony Street.
the Harmony Street.
Right. Okay, the street Poyyatha Vinayagar temple is situated right just beside it is a mosque. Just about, I think, about 4 or 5 doors is a mosque. And then further down, just across the street, another maybe 100 meters from the mosque, there's also a Chinese temple. Now, during when I was a young boy, I heard stories of my Chinese community, because in India, you can have a temple, and beside a few doors, you can have a mosque. So this is Jalan Kampung Kalinga. This is Kampung Kaling. But actually, it's called Kampung Kalinga. But along the way, the vocabulary and every walks of life is changing, and then the pronunciation, the lingo of change to Kampung Kaling. And you see, it's no ordinary to have a mosque beside a temple. So, and then further down is also the Chinese temple, where we Hindus are, we Chetis are so, we indulge ourselves with all these beliefs. Even I remember when I was a young boy, when these Chinese, they have these prayers, when they have the Chinese chariot, those days they used to carry all these. And when they pass my kampong, I have a few friends of the Chetty communities who are Hindus. They will go in trance. They will just go in trance, become a Chinese and all this. So this is where I feel in the streets of harmony, this whole road is really very harmony. We are blessed actually. And those who are staying down here, we are really blessed because it carries the meaning of unity. In divinity, in the tempat. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I think that's it. You just cut already lah. Okay.
你说让他分享问题问完了就开始。可以吗？可以了。
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
你们可以拍一些
工作照合照，工作照合照还是不是？对，他们在拍，你看。
那个翻译要有一路的手机上，因为这样的时间负载一个哥们儿。
跟你讲，晚上。
Okay, okay. You got time.
辛苦你，先去做一个考试，第一题的答案是第三题，我去发一个微信，好，辛苦你就让他
质量很大的。
辛苦。
Okay. You count?
发语音也可以。
可以。我会就是加入，因为是他没有谈到的，我就把它放其他的因为他们是这样，我们那个讲到那个拉玛亚嘛，我们是翻译的好，就是拉玛亚嘛。孙悟空，你不知道吗？孙悟空。
Monkey what?
孙悟空
We have small pong. So we have similarities.
其实有很多相像的地方。
You have these kaum,
九王爷。
Your kaum has a long beard and with a long sword.
九王爷的那个神像是有那个长。
We have this missile, short.
他们也有。
You see, this is just similarity because China, we call China. China is small. So the Hindus that travel to China, they only have temples in This is our Dato Caca.
然后加它其实是
青岛宝
水豆，它用水豆的。
哦，就有点像一神。
对，一神，它就是一神，就是他们有水豆，他们就会来拜到恰恰。它其实是
它主要供奉的是哪个神？哪个神位？主要供奉的。
主要供奉 The main deity is which one?
水果来的，
这个就这个。
That's the main one.
他们也有送。
This. See? All Chinese.
哦，中国的信徒。
对，很多中国，它其实是
哦。
就在每一年的他的生日的时候，他们就会把他请出来，然后就游行，游到另外一间庙去。
So it's a very grand festival. You must come maybe one of this.
这3座庙不同时期的活动拍一下来，这是特别好的经历。把就是青云亭的，比如说6月19号的那天，他们拿出来那个就拍3场活动，就是特别好。
Video one?
Video one.
Okay, we got right. You got video.
那都讲蛮远下。
This is Chinese.
Chinese 墓地啊。
Chinese down in Phuket, this is ours.
印度这边的这个在一起的墓地是吧
？So, 切地啊。You see, they do Chinese, and then they pray food.
It's Indian.
And then, you know, so.
他们也有他们供奉的主神。这个主神是。
小可能宝宝有还挺多的。
Vedas, okay, the book of knowledge. This is the book of knowledge.
有一本书，智慧。
智慧。
Yeah. So with that knowledge, it says, give me your knowledge. Open my. Even the mouse. So, when you go to any Hindu temples, there's a story about this. The story is very long, I cut it short. Lord Vinayagar has been given a place where you go to any temple, he'll be the first to be prayed. So if you want to see Lord Vinayagar in his human form, he is the laughing Buddha. The Buddha with the fat, you know, the botak one. That is his first, when Shiva and Parvati, they were immense, you know, they were full of energy and another energy. You know, then he came out. Holy what? Okay, good.
Okay.
Then this part, happy. Yes, okay, that's good enough already. Go to the flip. Yes, go to the flip, go to the flip. Center the flip. Yes, focus there. Center down a bit. Good. Okay, stay there. Okay, good. Okay.
Wait. 3, 2, 1.
My name is Subramanian Poyyatha. I am a company member of the Sri Poyyatha Vinayagar Temple, the Melaka community. My portfolio is taking care of cultural preservation and promotion. I want to take this opportunity to wish each and every one of my community and all the Hindus who are celebrating Deepavali a very happy Deepavali. May the light of the Deepa flames up and lights up each and every one of your home. May you have good health, wealth and prosperity. Let us get together for the Chiti community, wherever you are. Let's live in harmony, unity, peace. And may the good health be upon you. And may Deepavali brings you good hopes and prosperity. Thank you very much. Happy Deepavali!